someone who I disagree with so much.
Yes, the question is for the streamers is about, well, what about adults who are out there, people you know perhaps, or other people who are doing things that I don't agree with? How do I feel compassion while at the same time not agreeing with them? Is that essentially what you're saying? It's a very good question. I mean, I think that we probably feel that a lot. I ponder that a lot, especially with all the news and everything that's coming out. And definitely I think that that's where, in Buddhism, we talk a lot about the two truths, or the ultimate and the relative. Are you familiar with that? There are kind of two different ways you can understand, just like the quantum physicists. You can't walk around the world and saying, oh, everything's just light and energy, so it doesn't matter if you walk into a wall, or it doesn't matter if you commit a murder, because it's all just light and energy and we're all just one and all that. Like, that's absurd. That's ridiculous. We couldn't exist that way, and we shouldn't. So one could say on an absolute level, big picture level, that's true. Everything's light and energy. Everything is empty and nothing intrinsically exists in and of itself. But on a relative level, there is good and bad, right? There are certain things we should not do, and there are certain things we should do, and we all need to abide by that and practice ethics and so on and so forth. And there's the quote that I've said a couple of times in this class, which is a very famous quote by one of the great Indian masters who brought Buddhism to Tibet, named Padmasambhava. And he said that even though my view is as vast as the sky, my behavior is as fine as barley flour. Right? So we still, even if we're totally enlightened and we understand that that nothing intrinsically exists and that everything is this kind of like quantum field, you know. But even if that's true, we are kind, we don't hurt, we use wise speech, we practice as fine as we can, right? Ethics and good behavior and kind behavior, compassionate behavior. And so, if you encounter somebody that's doing a lot of harm, we need to take action to stop that. No doubt. We cannot sit back and just practice Tonglen or, say a prayer and then pretend like it's not happening. Like, we need to be activists, and that's what the Bodhisattva is an activist within the world, but also while holding the bigger view, but also having your conduct as refined as it can be. So it's like a koan. You have to practice that. How can I have the view of like, okay, Donald Trump is actually also a Buddha, buried deep, deep down in there somewhere. But then he's also got all these kleshas, these afflictive emotions that are clouding like a lot. And so yes, we need to have compassion, but we also have to have skillful means. That's on the ground. Skillful means, upaya means skillful means, which is, doing what's right and helping to relieve suffering of others through whatever means possible. Does that address what you're saying? Yeah, I think it's the age-old question. Yeah, it's like... It's a koan. It is a koan, and you'll find your own unique way. Yeah, good question though, thank you.